Famble them on a good afternoon. Mina Morenike. I welcome una all to today Yad Rod show. I hope so on a day all man get well body. I hope so on a get on a lily tin near una for the sip whilst today show they go on, because we get plenty tin for tell una today. And we guess them where we get now one fine girl and one handsome young man. Una go see them when we bring them come. I hope so una don't cook una fufu, una get una fufu soup or whatever una want for it today. Una get all thing near una, because today's show I promise una go be very interesting. I know they talk plenty. I want bring me co-host Kamle una meet him, and also una don't see him before. Now that man we get that laugh way italic in a millionaire. Ronnie Temple, unmute yourself and tell Fambule Ado.
Fambule Ado, welcome to Yad Rod. Okay, how do ma?
Yes, sir. How you do? How is Saturday?
Second, thank you. At least for all the year begin, somebody don't call me millionaire, so I claim I'm in Jesus' name.
Amen. Once you don't forget me no more. Once, make me your manager. Whenever you be millionaire, let me just manage the money for you. Then that position there I go take them.
The application go there on the side because I know the first applicant so far.
Well, there you go. So the Saturday so far.
Yeah, but it's nice now. We get beautiful weather, you know, in the 80s. So really warm in the morning. But we good. Okay. And also get beaucoup activities there at the community as well. So people get for go to manage the heat today.
Yeah, this time of the year and so. We say if your weather good, even the rain this morning, but I see sun don't begin PPI. So the weather good, not hot yet, but later on in the afternoon.
Yeah, it will pick up, absolutely will pick up, and I hope say we say we will manage them because so when we t-shirt we missing Norfolk Union, yeah, we get a family cookout. Summertime, we can get time, good time more they upskin to family then. You know, so we lodge Norfolk Union Lodge with a meet, we get family cookouts there, we get water bound and all for the picking there. Grandkids them all over around the years. Now the big park we they use now Randolph. So we get good time.
I say Oti
we represent live direct. So just for the
I know say Oti go there, Ben Elbow go there, not so.
You know, yeah, all team
I'm
there.
sure. What's in a large business?
Yes, we get water for drink.
How long?
Hot dog, hamburgers, corn, all kind.
How long you don't join them? How long you don't dey lodge?
About 14 years now to 15 years. Yeah.
Really? That long?
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, wanna enjoy you this afternoon. We will make sure say the show no go over past waiting is supposed to be. So you can go enjoy.
Absolutely.
We're Mauricine.
They go join me. I think for them at the background they do something, but they go join me later.
They go join me later. Okay. If you say so. All right. But honey, we get the way we get today. Yeah. I don't know how for begin. I'm so glad when I reach out to them for making them kind of Yad Rod. Now Mrs. Yvonne Dean, now I go through Ian Brian, and then I go through for get them for come. When I get the answer, say yes, they want for come. If you see why they glady, that's why they glady. I say good. Finally, when they can get more young adults them for come now Yad Rod. So they get plenty things where they get for talk to me, but you don't ready for them bring them come on stage.
Absolutely, I don't ready, but me say for get the information, I do get the memo say Texas they come, Texas young adults they come. I feel so good because I say, this is Dean, Dr. Dean. I say Dr. Dean don't do more, Dr. Yvonne Dean don't do more.
I know, right?
You don't do
I know, I mean, but you know what, before we bring them come, I just want for remember with Sister Bathabul.
Yes.
We lay in Pekin in 36-year-old to rest today in Atlanta. I know say that they the begging right now.
Yeah.
Let God console the family, right? Famble them, una we know Bathabul. If una no know and say if una no know the family, do ya wanna keep them now on a prayers here. 36-year-old with a little rest today. Batha himself na a KDU member at the Georgia chapter. So I pray that his soul go rest in peace.
36 now, young age.
I know. Anyway, let's come back to we young adults. Then we get the way we get. I bring them come family them on a radio. I bring them to people that also come. Then they can tell una I get Erica, I get Jerome. Erica, I start with you. Tell family them welcome to Yad Rod. I'm glad the way you can join with today. Tell family them Adu and Uspat you day.
Family them Adu, I come on Dallas, Texas. That's really I come Dallas, Texas, and then my parents, my Pluto, they come on.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Mr. Jerome, you next. Welcome to Yad Rod. I'm so glad the way you join with today. Tell with viewers them, tell family them who that you be and Usa yourself come out.
Well, my name is Jerome Jackson. I do Fambu. My parents are from Freetown, Sierra Leone, but I was born here in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here in Dallas now.
Okay, so no, tuna inside Dallas una day. Una be know una self before KDU come in. Una be know since at the same time una day. Una go up together. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Meeting at all like the family functions and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Well, Ronnie, you get anything for say to them before we go take quick commercial?
Look, come after the commercial.
Okay, all right. Famble them, and soon I don't see the young adults where we get as guests today. They come right back on and not go nowhere. If we go any sign, if I go take water or lily or tea for the sip, where they can do quick commercial, then where they can right back with we guest them.
Una kaluk mi fambulem.
Fambulem, una believe say that KDU Global Reunion where we go trade yaso na Texas. Now the time don't come back so for go the next one. Hey.
Well, if you been there waste time, this not time for let you know say, time not there again. Remember say, not just 1 year where we just come out Texas. And that fine KDU Global Fumble Reunion where we get where all of you be enjoy. Some man even cry where they left there because the sweet no be one make some man left Texas. Well, we they continue the sweets. They say sweet are sweetest. Well,
this time now the KDU chapter where in Florida, KDU Florida, now then they host the KDU Global Family Reunion. It will take place at Jacksonville, Florida. It will start August 29 and it done September 1.
August 29 when a Thursday. The cruise will start 2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
If you not buy your ticket yet, go na the website www.kduflorida.net and buy your ticket. Plenty people know they buy your make you no left behind.
Friday, when are the meet and greet 7 p.m. to Lakira.
The morning Saturday, then get them symposium. The symposium, then go talk about Creole yesterday, Creole today, and Creole tomorrow. And the master sabi people them therefore sit down for talk better one as we look inside the Creole culture and tradition.
As you see done so 12 o'clock now for one for go na the Awujo.
We get for invoke the spirits them, we for talk to them while we don't left we for pour libation, for let them self taste for the lily I am and hoti when we get there. Well, now so thing there for happen.
All kind Creoles go there, better one, then call them fufu, then go there. Agidi, all kind yeme, all go there ready for logo, eat some proper.
All man go don't eat what you want for eat, buy what you want for buy. Hey, now so we go do and then we go back, we go rest. The net, Lord of mercy. Now there with the show we serve. Now there with the show how the pockets day and how the bluff level day and how the master sabi dance and patterning, speaking and spoken and sparking day. Well, that next day, now the dinner and dance and all the information we want for that is then at the website. You know, tap the music on, no worry yourself. DJ Weaver, DJ Desmond Lewis, and DJ Million and therefore you na the music will go better. My sister, now the time you gonna say Creole music get spirit. Me brother, now the time you gonna say you can fall under the anointing by a DJ. Yes, so.
Una not forget to Yad Rod self go day.
Week Sunday, when they go church, then get what we call the interfaith Thanksgiving service. The Muslim people and they get their service, the Christian themselves they get their several Thanksgiving service.
When we done, we then go back. Usa will go past this param. I wanna know what can happen. Like yonder, people then can dance, so man can begin cry self, say, hey, this thing I done so. That's not the time where we enjoy ourselves. That's not the time where we look ourselves and say tata. Then not the time we can hand over the pan lamp to the next chapter we get for host. I didn't say that we know it's neighbor them, not talk about a secret. Not sit down by yourself and vex by yourself. If you be the joke, this not time for let you go na the www.kduflorida.net and book your ticket, book your hotel, and pay for all the events that we go and take part pan. They get t-shirts them for sale. Wait then at the website where you can pay for now, and then you go collect the size what you want. And one good thing what they do, the chapter where they come with the greatest crowd, the greatest number, go come watch in Florida with one KDU Global Trophy. So all the information what you want is in www.kduflorida.net. How you want for buy your ticket? It's a day. In fact, they don't make them fine for yourself. Because some people may get problem with their card, the word and they pay and put on 1 and 2 and 3 them. Now they bundle up the package. You can buy the package and you pay 1 time. If you get problem still, then still you order America then put a Zelle account where you can pay direct to and then go get all the information and make sure say what time reach you enter easy. What problem no day? So my brother, my sister, the time don't come, oh, the time don't come. Ooh, you your reward, you don't ready yourself. Well, now the word that Creole Mammy, Creole Daddy, Creole Pekin, Creole Cousin, Creole Famboul. Now we turn on with you. KDU Global Annual Family Reunion inside Jacksonville, Florida.
Me people now do. Me na Ahmed Savage, CEO of Mr. Spray. We don't count today for can tell you now all the good things that we don't do. 2 years now the business now. 2 years now the fumigation business, now the cleaning business, now the pest control business. And we get more of the we do cleaning, we do garbage collector, we do spraying, we do pest control, we do fumigation, we do painting. So if you give me the job no more, we can do one for you now. You just call Mr. Spray. We solve boku problem them. Like what I tell you, when you get dirty in your house, you just call we. After we don't spray though, after we don't clean done, we take the dirty back go. So we don't solve all your problem them. We don't advance for all we equipment them this year. You know what we work with. We get vacuum for wash rug. You get your rug now, call Mr. Spray. We can collect them from you, or we can do an use. We get all the machine there, all the equipment there. You know, if you want to can spray your yard, we get the machine for now and day. So the advanced technology there from China, USA, and Germany. We don't go 3 sides of the world. We defend the best quality equipment them and product them for use.
No hesitate for afraid for call Mr. Spray, because Mr. Spray we get all the chemical for nyama, change, cockroach, arata. If I like doing that you place, you live fine, you get fine breeze, and don't forget, then don't see them there you backyard, then bolo, we ready for clear them all.
Mr. Spray, the #1 best pest control company in the salon.
Say no to trash and say yes to cleanliness.
Say bye-bye to change. Call Mr. Spray, one time you trouble London house.
This change game with the donam. For change, snake, arata, whatever way they disturb you, contact Mr. Spray. We also they clean you sober one. You need to see one spot. And not forget to, we they get and then trash them within your compound. Now we salon sabi Mr. Spray.
Breathe easy with we cleaning and management solution. Keep your home spotless and clean as we tackle your trash problems.
Mr. Spray, we na problem solver. If you're not able to call Mr. Spray for come, you not get time or so, you can come, you call, we deliver. We can send you a product there. We get one for change, one for arata, and one for cockroach. Mr. Spray na one stop we get for the whole shebang na salon. When I just call you number na 074-234-738 within a Regent Highway. Yes, Regent Highway. Like I say, when I go see the big signboard after when I pass the Waska, we say Mr. Spray.
This number when we'll welcome on again to Yad Rod. We don't come back with we guest them. So now the question then begin. Erica and Jerome. We get plenty thing for Askuna. We get plenty thing we want for no but una and the young adult chapter we una get na Dallas, na Texas. Erica, I start with you again. Ustem, you decide how you come inside the KDU.
Okay.
When you come inside there.
So honestly, Auntie Yvonne Dean coming to me for joining the adults KDU. So I think I did in the adult KDU for about a year. 9, we really discussed 9, say, you know, for make we got them young one them for kind join. But to do a branch that's a young adult, and I say, you know, I like that idea. I think that is a great idea, you know. So I go join the young adults as well. So now that's it. Now that's how I end up joining, I think. And then from there, we begin to recruit people.
Okay. So when you say you join, that means to say the young adults be already formed or not start?
No, Auntie Yvonne, from my understanding, Auntie Yvonne starts and I come up with the idea and say, you know, I want to make, you know, una young one then we because there's only like a few of us, not the adult group. We've been kind of attending meetings. You know, we're involved, but we just didn't sit back and relax and watch everybody else, but just being there. But we weren't really giving or doing anything physically. So I think and so Yvonne, we came up with the idea with this young adult. And then it just makes sense. We say, okay, yes, let's try it out. It makes sense, and let we form it, and we create a team, and of the people. It was a small amount of people when we supposed to begin. I think maybe about 5, 6, and then it just kept growing weekly, and then we began make meetings them and basically discuss the vision, what do we want, and now we want to mimic it, and what does that look like, the age difference, the group. So so it originated from, it's a branch from the adult group that we ended up originating officially January 2024.
How good you Creole when you talk?
Look, it sounds good for me. It sounds good for me.
I feel like saying Creole so sometimes I can nervous. I can, the English can slip inside there, but on a regular basis, I speak Creole more than I speak English. So where now I don't begin to explain myself when I speak English more, because the dialect in American English is different from Creole. So we need to talk the Creole and the English. So some words, some enunciations can kind of off. So, but if you would say me Creole, I would just put it out there that I speak Creole 80% out of the day, and 20% English. Get a day Creole, so.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. So let we jump to Jerome and hear what he get for say. Jerome, welcome again.
Thank
So,
you.
what make you decide for join the young adults group?
Nami sweet Auntie Yvonne. Auntie Yvonne reached out to me one day, and she's always been in my life, always been a positive force. So when she asked me to join, I didn't know how to say no. So I wanted to join in. At the time, I hadn't thought about joining in, how it would kind of reunite me with my cousins like Erica, because we all grew up together, would see each other at family functions and go to each other's houses, but it had been years since I'd seen some folks. So it was really good getting back to my roots, basically.
Okay. I got a question for you, but I know I make Ronnie, you got question for him before I
I know
continue?
the only talk say myself, I don't begin to enjoy so much. So my question what I go get for now, I go on for no Erika, I will start with you. So whose part you like first pan this Creole business? What's your favorite thing pan the Creole tradition? What they do?
The food. I like food.
Of course. Me too.
Yeah.
Not feel bad though.
I like
The
Me
food. So what's one of favorite food? What's one of favorite sauce? What's you like food?
I like curry. Me not fufu lady. Curry and fufu. Obiata. I like obiata to be exact. So like I cook
Okay.
it like obiata style. You get me? Yeah. So
Oh, so you can cook too.
yes.
La combra, e poi un cucco na problem.
Me plus I thank you sweets.
Okay. I believe you. I believe you. The same question for
Je-
Jerome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably starts with the food. I really love that. My favorite soup is groundnut stew, but I'll eat any stew, pepper soup, salsa, okra, cassava leaves, spinach, whichever. I really have always loved our language just in general. The Creole language, speaking broken English, it adds a nice flavor and sauce to things to me. It also, always makes me smile, either hearing it or kind of being able to speak it a little bit myself. I'm able to make others around me smile as well. So it's always been very warm as long as I've known it. And it really isn't until joining the KDU youth group that I started just kind of thinking and recanting all these things like, wow, this has always been here in my life. These are my family, these are my people. So I want to definitely learn more about my culture and then also preserve it as well. So those are kind of my favorite things about it.
So you sabi cook? You don't spend time in the kitchen?
Me mama don't spoil me. I know sabi cook. I dey cut your bass, you know. I dey open the Maggi, sprinkle na the na the pot. I dey can test, you know, sweet. You need more salt. You need less salt, you know, something like that. But other than that, no, I can't cook. Unfortunately, I'm capable, but I don't cook. Is probably the better way to say it. I don't cook, but I probably can.
So you feel to say if you get the challenge, but on the fufu, you can cook fufu?
If you give me the direction, absolutely. If you direct me, I can definitely do it for sure.
Correct. Yeah, and for try for cook randy, good for let you know. So the next day the guy will ask you say if you can cook, say yes, I can cook fufu.
I can try. I'll try.
Okay.
No.
At least you cook something.
Yeah.
I don't ask you, I don't say they cook, me no randy. But for people where they are who's soup where you picking a leg pan this week with roast food there.
Well, today they asked me for push shakpa. So because every Saturday we eat fufu, so I don't cook me fufu. I don't pull shakpa for them. Then like bitas, then like green, okra. No, then do a soup then. You know. Then like fufu. We're a fufu house, so then they eat the old thing, then they eat the okra, sola, all thing, and then I come to the fufu.
On a salon.
Usai, I come on a salon. Well, so I born sorry. I born and then
hi. Let's tell you how to go. Hi. We left picking it out.
Wait. So I come on. So I born Dallas, Texas, and then when I was 9, my mama and papa sent me go salon, me and my small sister. So we lived there for 1 year. Then that war broke out. What that war happened, I come back to America. But it was the best 1 year of my life. Now that send Atlanta for make fufu, for costa casada, for make I know as I be make fufu from scratch. I know they buy fufu, na casada, they soup, ferment, all that stuff. I begin cook, I go Moridine. I was a brownie and Moridine. When they go stadium, I was blue color. So I remember all that day. It was nice. Sorry.
That's good for no. Go ahead.
No, now Jerome was asking now. You now tell me what you say in salon. Now song you born. Now tell me what you say.
I was born here in Dallas. My parents are both from Freetown, but my mom always had me, speaking with family back in Freetown. She had brothers and sisters that were there, so I always spoke to them regularly, as well as older cousins as well. So I've always been familiar. And then luckily we went to plenty of family functions in the area. So you're meeting various uncles and aunties from around. I can't speak Mende, but I have family who is Mende, who can speak Mende and so forth. So you just start learning about those different things and like the Fula people and things of that nature. So it's always been around me. So I've always been able to learn about it.
Have you ever been to Freetown?
No, I have not. I need to go. The first time I was supposed to go to Freetown, Ebola. Then the second time to try to go to Freetown, COVID. So there's almost always something. But I do need to go, especially now as I'm just continuing to get older. I definitely need to go back to see where my parents were born, where my grandparents were born. My grandma's on my mom's side is from Moyamba, and Moyamba is actually that's my favorite song actually from Sierra Leone. So I definitely want to go and visit those places and see where my people are from.
So you go good self like the way you wear you go descendants in your t-shirt. So let go now. You say touch the gun, you discover some other places there. Because the time any who go always get forget something will go happen, who go make people them will change them plan. But now you want to make now you don't involve so much in this young adult thing. If I let go, like because now they do a lot of stuff. God knows where you go bring kind of tongue, they come back and you can even join global things down and they do that as well. It depending on the season where you go. So that is not so good, not so bad idea. That would be great. You go enrich you, or we call you heritage, culture. You go know a lot of stuff where you go bring our show because you're not smart gentleman. Yes, Auntie Molly.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
Let me talk about Creole culture them. Erica, well, too. Una don't ever witness when then they do the Creole engagement, the engagement ceremony.
Yes.
You don't see that. What about you, Jerome?
I maybe have seen it, but not that I like. If I've seen it, I didn't know that that's what it was.
Okay. When somebody died and make 40 day, you don't see any of them. I don't see when they can put the food now inside the hole. Then they talk to the died people. Them when I don't witness that.
I've seen that. Yes.
Okay. When I don't see when they can put water on a table overnight for the spirit them. When I don't witness that. Okay.
I grew up with
Now,
that. Yeah.
if somebody were an American, young adults like Una said, ask Una about them thing and they Una go able to explain what it mean to them.
I think so.
Me, I'm not able to explain. I'm not. I just know for say, I never understood it. So I just know you put the water and the food, they can cook sweet beans and all that, and put it on a table and you say I want to eat. But they say for touch, not for the spirits, but as to explain it and break it down, the sentimental meaning of it, I don't go able.
It for me, at least for like the water, and like the food, I would probably be able to explain that because my mom would do it around New Year's and the anniversary of her parents passing. Yes. So I was always seeing the black beans in the bench and we leave it out there. So she explained to me. So that part I'd be able to explain, I believe.
Okay. Now that's not the whole point for this KDU young adults, where we they pass on tradition, blah blah blah, over to the young one them. So on myself we able explain them to on self you picking them and so on. Otherwise, all thing they die go. On agree with me?
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay, all right. So with that,
If not so that, Auntie Molly, if not so that, where them go put that food there, if that food there good, then put on top the table. Service man they go crank on a net. Touch man at the dynamite.
I know. I know say it don't be, I don't hear ye, but that way it don't be enough the tongue. Where them put it in a table overnight, picking wake middle let's go eat. Angry ketchup, I don't blame them. But I mean it is what it is. So what in them go do? Beat them, they can't really eat back. But anyway, that's when we come to today's show. KDU Young Adults, Texas. Almost members in they now in a group. Young adults.
Let me see.
I think it's about 24 of us, or a little more.
40 now.
40.
Add.
40.
Mm-hmm.
When I say 40, I say 40.
Yes.
What? Oh wow. That's
30. Wait, 39 because we 39. We just added. So there, yeah. So it was 24, right, Jerome?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we got another.
Yeah, they just add. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, with the struggle in North Carolina, forget them now. Also for even start one. So with the struggle, so that is amazing. So tell me, waiting. How long gonna done they young adults?
We'll say, maybe.
That's like January of this year, I think, roughly for myself. January, February.
January, because December was January, because we gather all man in December. January was the first official meeting where we get, and then we plan an event, a fundraising event. And we say we're going to do one in the middle of the year to kick off summer. It will be a fundraising event, but then you will know who we are. So we did a picnic. We not call it a picnic. We call it a fest, lunch on sale fest, where we cook all the traditional Creole food. Them, gonna pack, play nice music. We then people then come. buy food, and then they want to join. They got a nice experience, they enjoy themselves, and then they say they want to join. So till we get paper and begin write list down, and it was a nice experience, a very welcoming experience. For the young adults, because not something like you say, it's a struggle when you have an idea and you have some people that way one foot in, one out, all man busy with the work, we get things that would go on. And just to kind of take some time out to say, hey, we do something, and it's for our culture, to keep the Creole descendant culture going. You like this culture, you enjoy yourself, so let we come together as one, and let's push forward and really build this out. And that's basically how we do.
So, okay, so una get this first launch on first. Now, so you call them right. What in una do for sell them to the young adults then for make them even come? What in una do different?
Well, we get party them. So if you're my friend, you will come and support me. We made the flyers out way and ahead in advance. We just did talk about it, and then if you, I have a saying, you scratch me back, I scratch you. So any other organization, whatever you are, whatever organization inside the Salon community, I go show face, make you see me. So when I send you waiting with the get, even if you physically not able to did it, that money, that donation, that coming, you go come, you go donate. It means something. Because when you come and you donate and you do something like that, where you go see the fun. We use social media too as well for blast them. So people that begin to come up from the woodworks, they left all that pack. We had a very good turnout. We've been getting business that day, another salon business from a nice organization as well. That is a longer tenured in the community, and it was divided, and it was on Children's Day, but African Children's Day.
Wow. So, and you're not the vice president, right, for the young adults group?
I am the president for the young adults. I'm sorry, for the
President.
young adults. Yes.
Okay. Over to you, Jerome. What's in the part where you play for help bring more young adults and come into the chapter?
Spreading the word, just letting folks know who I again haven't seen in years, but letting them know kind of what we are, who we are. There are some American friends you may have who are very interested in figuring out where they come from. Some of them have done some of the work as far as figuring out their ancestry. So you let them know, like if they're, some of them is maybe Sierra Leonean, kind of what that means, what we have, what the country has been about. And a lot of times they want to come visit. Kind of the food kind of sells itself. Mm-hmm. Because they either know the food is good or they look at it, they kind of change their face a little bit. And I'm like, come get you a bite. And then let me know how you feel afterwards. But kind of the culture kind of sells itself, but it's just a matter of just getting the word out there pretty continuously. Wearing the shirt whenever I can, just letting folks know, because folks will approach you just like, oh, I've seen those colors on that flag before. Are you from another country? And you can just kind of explain to them what it means and where you're from and so forth.
Okay. Ronnie, any more questions for them before I continue?
Logo, continue, yes, logo.
Okay. So, I know say, Erica na the president, you're not waiting on the chapter for the young adults.
Co-treasurer of the young adults.
Co-treasurer, you say co?
Correct. Yep, as me and also Priscilla as well, another member. And we look over the funds, what's coming in, what's going out, making sure they're allocated and on the books, prioritized however they need to be prioritized and labeled and so forth. So we just keep up with the numbers.
Okay, so since you guys started, now only one event no more I don't get, right? Fundraising event.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are the plan for doing more this year?
This year, I know we have the adults that we want to support. Definitely, we may have something early next year. I think, to be honest, because I know this year we've learned quite a bit from our event. So we're kind of trying to figure those things out and augment kind of what we've learned. That way we can make something and have it be bigger and better than it was prior. So hopefully, God willing, if we can fit something in, we might. But I know for sure we'll be looking into early next year, probably like springtime of next year.
Yes. Agreed. What team now we focus on now for the remaining latter of the end of the year is one for figure out what team we to do next year in the beginning of the year, and then secondly, we have to come together as a united front and know each other's weaknesses, our niche. So with that being said, we got to do something within ourselves in the organization for make people know where we strengths and weaknesses are so that in the next event or next planning we can utilize WeSEF instead of outsourcing. So that's really the main focus for the latter of the year with the young adults group. Because it's not a one-man person or a six-man person, but we all mandate to join, and majority of us have went to school here, went to college, became in a sorority or fraternity. We understand an organization, how it functions and how to move forward. It's very out of us all, we get more people that we actually, don't date amongst some kind of organization. So we want to collab together and, get the things running and be that example so that we can get other chapters them involved and it becomes something even bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I don't say I go ask una that later if una can. Example, whose advice una go get to like North Carolina, where we the struggle for get we young adults there together. What do you go say to the young adults the way they are now, where they listen but they're not join?
I would honestly start with just an importance on wanting to learn more about their culture because it's something that we just naturally as humans, you want to learn about where you come from, what came before you. So it's a great way to learn. And then it's also a great way to preserve and, as she was saying, push forward because we don't want to forget ourselves, basically. And I think once a lot of people came to our first event, while they're eating and enjoying, it's kind of they're remembering kind of their childhood and wanting to preserve that for their own kids and for other people as well who are, kind of learning about themselves. So the big thing is just kind of getting the word out there, the importance of history and culture. And then not only that, but once you have folks who are at least showing willingness to join, kind of wanting to get them to commit and be dedicated to whatever they've accepted that they want to do to try and help. Because at first, like I said, what we learned earlier, since I can't cook, I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to help, but I am good with numbers, or at least decent. So, you just figure out where their strengths are, where they might be able to help. Some folks, they are really big on social media, or a little bigger on social media than most. So that's where they can kind of spread the word like, hey, I'm doing this. Come check this out. Other people come. And then a lot of times, when people see other people doing something, they don't want to miss out on the opportunity or miss out on the event. So they want to come as well. But I think it starts with just emphasizing the importance of learning where you're from and that should be important to you, and that remembering that history and then furthering that history is something that's very important as well.
And no, don't be discouraged. No, be discouraged by the numbers. In the beginning, we were very small, less than 5. Meeting them, Jerome can attest, would be maybe 5, 6 people. How we meet it, but we still continue to push forward with what was on the agenda and update the group who physically could not be available. And we not judge, we know, like I said in the beginning, everybody get their own schedule and everything, but we still sent words of encouragement for making them for join the meetings them and then ask for their ideas. And, it became a dialogue come out in the group messages where now it's like, okay, well, this is too much dialogue. Let me make a meeting right now. Let's discuss it. Who's all available at this time? Yay, nay, all man raise their hand. We jump on it. We begin planning. That's so just small, but do not be discouraged. Do not look at the actual numbers, because if you look at the numbers, you will be discouraged.
It's very discouraging. So let's talk about access. You say in the beginning, about 5.
Mm-hmm.
But una be still they meet. How often una be they meet? Every week, once a month, every other month?
Once a month. Once a month. We have a dedicated once a month, a specific day and a specific time. And we just make whoever is available be available. If everybody can be available, that's wonderful. But if we're not know it will be available, Nick will not let me know, and we will write the minutes on the forum, and then you can also go and read the or look at the Zoom meeting where we can get because we can record them. So that's how we begin. Just but the first meeting, Jerome, I think you were on the first meeting. It was like 6 of us.
Yeah,
it was 6 of us, the first meeting. But then in that week, we just began to text. And that month, it was just so much dialogue on that. So the second month, it grew, But if people did not show up at the meeting, we know we still continue as business as usual. That's how I can always say business as usual when we move forward on what's on the agenda. Because in any other world, as far as an organization, whenever people do not show up to the meeting, we to continue as business as usual and then provide everybody what we discussed. Once you only need 2 people, so that's pretty much how we run it in the beginning. We encourage people that could to come and be more involved.
Somewhere down the road, we want for link owner like KDU Young Adults Texas, KDU Young Adults New England when I run in group, they said get to the day. KDU Young Adults Northeast, they said get Canada get. Somewhere down the road, we want for link owner all together. Like I'll get the KDU global chapters. We want to do the same with the young adults. Now una they run the show, una the young adults say we are not day. Now something that they will open to, una go let.
Now you on progress already.
I was just about to say we actually we on it. Okay, we're making progress. We just finalized some few things and we get meeting coming up. So yes.
Okay, well that's wonderful. When I remember when the show started, I tell you I say we'll get another co-host. He can just pop in and pop out when he wants. And not they report to nobody. And remember saying I'm the cutest person in the world. And not say I'm the ugliest. Now I don't pop up so. In name Mr. Theo Morrison. Morrison, welcome to Yad Rod. Very soon you go get for be the guest. You're not a co-host again. Welcome to Yad Rod. You see we guests the way we get Erica and Jerome.
I see them. Unakushe and Kabo, Jerome and Erica. And una thank you for coming to Yad Rod. And family will watch. I tell Unakushe and Kabo. And we say una they get them nice this Saturday. Well, when the summer can come, it can be very busy for me because of the thing that they do. So now I make you see one day I can just appear like me a guest, but actually me a part of the people that will host this program. And the reason make I just pop in the Kumores and I pop in. Now I can talk a little bit, Rob Mott, pan the big thing we dinner we all eat, we get for up in Florida. And as soon as I talk about that, I dey pop out back like I'm already talking. So me na popcorn, I pop in, I pop out. So una kushe, una kabo. And I enjoy the program. Over to you, More.
Thank you very much. He actually not the producer. I know he's
Okay.
the producer.
Nice.
So with that being said, Ronnie, before I continue, questions from you for them?
Well, I mean, just me know they pop in pop out because you know you don't pop out, you dey turn umami. When I sabi we corn and not pop, you know that's what they call her. You sabi that right? Umami.
You can forget teeth for it.
You can forget it all because it's gone.
Okay, that's
So when I plan any something I don't plan for this year after because I know say right now all man does ceasefire till after the global reunion. When I get anything I don't plan for this year, I will get for do apart from that whatever I may not do couple months ago.
Just for we self individually for we self. So me and I don't reach out to the vice president. I tell her I said we go engage for our next meeting where I want to bring up to the group, which is I go say it's not a necessarily a meet and greet, but I'm trying to find the actual words for put on to make it pop out. But something where we can just more like an icebreaker because people we get members and well yes like me and Jerome will grow up. I know Jerome for way it gone, and then I get there's people with it where now I actually know them, and like the second time I see them was where I go on business and they come meet me and was like, oh hi, and oh how are you. I don't want to that. I want to make where let we know we step fine where we go on side and know for say, oh yes, that we people that then I am. So now that's what guys now I work on for make we be one day within inside the group will make we really know we self and be more comfortable, and get that kind of relationship because I, you know, when I find out saying that Jerome I talk with, I was like, whew, comfortable. But that's just the human nature, because I'm familiar with Jerome. But if not anybody else who I'm not familiar with, I will be very okay with it. But it'll be a learning process, It would be a kind of small little awkwardness because I'm learning and listening and I'm understanding this person, getting to know them as we did on live. So or prior to on live, which is not enough time. So that's right now the main focus is for make we, really kind of use we stuff and get together and come out with ideas because we so much people, so many intelligent young women and men that can change and have a vision where some people them are kind of vision tunnel and then you bring up an idea and it's like, oh well we got out of this. So that's what we need right now. We want to build up be creative in the DFW Metroplex as well as represent, make it big because what's in me see for KDU Texas Young Adults is let we be the one way to make business is just not only for Sierra Leoneans, Make all man they say, oh, you see that KDU Young Adult, they get something over here. Let we get something. Let's go show support because it's African. I like that. I like what they cook. I like that food I like that culture that they do. That print material that they have. I like that. Just like me when I grow up, when I small, I don't ever know lace so big, So when I want to make it be like something to that where Prince, we own culture is just it explodes where no matter what, the one that we're born at, so they say I'm of a Creole descendant. They know the meaning of that.
Mm-hmm. So a question I want to ask. You talk about where they do an event, one where people they come make them admire, which they do, culture, the food. I don't know if get where they reach out to people and we know more about the culture, know more about the tradition, we go able help for bring things then we maybe una self not know but so that other people can learn from una can reach out to people and for know more about the Creole culture.
So we get Auntie Yvonne Dean, where they pretty much kind of shadow and the right hand person, we go to person, and then also because me not the vice president in the adults group, I'm active in that group in all the meetings, so all the Kalebulan, the Blighted, what we think we talk about, and the things that we did learn, we did bring them back to the young adults to let them know. So it is like a kind of the mimic of the when it comes to the culture, a mimic of the adult group. So they're set back with no so like the police them, like all man don't begin. They already know say they forget them police, they get a Dallas chapter, then they get one the global. So then they begin know the styles and stuff like that. But we do have that person, and I would say we rely heavily on Auntie Yvonne Dean for that information piece. And then
who's fine? Who's super Creole soup you sabi cook?
Well,
Maurice, that you get where you can late. If you can't earlier, you before you them, you don't answer that.
Well, me they ask now. Yes, me they ask now. So you can call other soup.
Me I specialize in shakpa. I'm a shakpa queen, but cooking, I don't know, you see me cooking. All my can go crazy for me cooking, so.
Okay, Jerome, I don't know if you cook, but I ask the question other way. Who's Creole eats you like for eat?
Groundnut stew. I like groundnut stew is my favorite. Cassava leaves. I just before the event, before this.
That are the salon dish them. The Creole one them. The Creole dish where we say this like Creole. Which one you like?
You just taught me something right there. I didn't know there was a difference. I thought for me it was all the one thing.
So, you said it earlier, sour.
Sour.
Yes. Sour.
Okay. Sour. Yeah.
What thing I want to ask, Seth? So besides Mrs. Dean, well, Dr. Dean now.
I want to tell that so now let for call that so yeah. Let not send message now. Now Dr. Dean.
Yes.
Dr. Dean. And besides Dr. Dean, who that again on a support system wanna get?
Brian.
Support team. Oh, Brian, okay.
Brian.
Well, that's good. Within una self, the young adults, what they do for support each other?
Basically making ourselves available. We're very active in the chat itself. So it's always something where someone is always reachable and is able to, if you have any questions about something, get back to you. No one ever, feels left out. There's never been something where like, hey, I sent this message out and nobody responded or something of that nature. So it's basically just being available to people, because when people know you're available, they're more apt to reach out whenever they do have a question or something of that nature. So we basically try to make sure we're accessible
and help each other at any time. So if we get assignments, if things that we fall behind or we deadline, because we like to set deadlines so we can fall behind. Maybe if me, for instance, I was busy at one point, I get somebody in the team was like, oh, I'll take over it. You get so much on your plate, so let me take over it, and ran with it and did excellent. Like we always help out wherever there's help needed. We all help each other out.
That's awesome. What's in our age range?
18 to I think they said right now. I'm not sure if it's. I don't know. It's somewhere in the 40s range. So I don't know if they're not 45 or something like that and downward. But I don't know. Or 42. I think it's between. But right now, I will say it's more of the mid 30s. Right now, majority of the people are in 30s, mid 30s, between 30 and mid 30s. Now we get a lot right now.
That's a good range.
Yeah, that's good. When I realize the younger one then 12, 11, 13, 15. Now then they look up to Una when I realize that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So on action now, go get for tell a lot on waiting, then one then they go. If when and turn 18, if they want for join or not. So now Una get for set big example, good example for them. So when they get to certain age, then go on for join the group. Una realize that, right?
Definitely.
Okay. I trust Una. I believe so. Una go do it right for encourage them for join.
Yeah, I believe so. I see them because when I don't begin do the good thing. The good thing is the icebreaker you talk about, Erika and Jerome. That is when I don't try now for figure out some activity. When I go do it, will just involve on ourselves. Because that's we young adults then do. Then go to top golf. Then go play golf. Yes, then they didn't spend good time to themselves, get a lot of pictures. Now pictures that they just can't show me now say now this activity we do because they manage the youth, and then get other activities where them go to the top golf right there, now they meet again because now they say for them take break, then schedule another activity for the summer. So the holiday because they enjoy them. And so with the transition we already talk about with the beginning, them go 18, then soon I go all the activities they know now they follow up, then they watch and they see, then just not got opportunity for joining, but then they see all, then go gather, go make themselves, they cannot wait for them go reach the age who them go join. So if that system they don't do like I get a good job, Jerome, when I get a calendar day of certain things that they do within the year. So myself and out in the activity, I can start with some like 4 for now. We wanna go able for do not go with them, wanna stick with Ale become habitual to now all the time now they do. The way it can go be easy, smooth transition for them for continue that. Because I want to do they own a leg, you know. And when they will come up, some of the things they own a leg, they no like her. But the system don't did it, you know. So they're going to benefit from the tradition.
Definitely. And that's something like you're saying, like how we have the adult group. There are things that they do that us in our younger group, we kind of look at it and we kind of think, maybe it's a little outdated. So we want to make changes. So that's something that, it just occurs with time. So it's definitely something we expect going forward as well.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's good for, now make it good for now for set up on our own. Yeah. So when they go carry on ourselves say outdated, they will just full and put. But the blocks would already did it.
Right.
Believe it or not, we learn from you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
And I know say age usually come with wisdom. I mean, I'm in a good way, by the way. Fumble them, I'm in a good way. So, but we really they learn from the young one them. Once the young one instead they learn from we now, where they learn from each other. So how it make una feel for no say na una na the one them way with they hand over things to next. After we don't go. How this they make una feel?
That was actually kind of the vantage point that Auntie Yvonne came out when she first approached me about it, which is what encouraged me to join. It just kind of gave me a sense of pride, something I hadn't really thought much about because I've been in America my entire life, but I do have a great love for the country my parents come from. So it gave me a great amount of pride. And then also with that pride and so forth came responsibility. Like I know I have to carry myself in a certain way, now be active and be engaged in a certain way. Because the more you can kind of create that priority for yourself, even though I do have things going on in my life outside of that, I definitely know I always want to make time to do this, where I'm either learning or teaching, and just basically pushing us forward. That way, again, we don't fade out. Because the main thing is you want to be able to improve and stay around. So 100 years from now, they look back and they say, "Oh, this is when we had our luncheon sale back in the summer of 2024, something crazy, something like that would be really cool. I'd be really proud of."
That's awesome. You guys want to see what you want to say, Erica?
He hit it on the nail.
Okay. So when they come, it only time for the next set of commercials, then what they can take. Morrison, now I go do this next commercial. Morrison, take over the commercial, please. Then fumble them with the can right back. Let we hear it from we sponsors them, yeah.
My mother needed me, and I needed Summa Home Care. I had a lot of questions, and they had all the answers. Summa walked us through the application process all online, so it was private, easy, and convenient. Now I get paid to take care of Mom, and great health benefits too. She may need me more down the road, and Summa has skilled nurses, so I know as things change, Summa Home Care has my back.
Summa is an accredited and Medicare certified home care agency. Get paid to take care of your loved one. Call and apply today from the comfort of your own home.
Una Una kaluk mi fambulem.
Fambulem. Una believe say that KDU Global Reunion where we go trade yaso na Texas. Now the time don't come back so for go the next one. Hey.
Well, if you been there waste time, it's not time for you know say, time not there again. Remember say, not just 1 year where we just come out Texas. And that fine KDU Global Fumble Reunion where we get where all of you be enjoy. Some man even cry where they left there because the sweet not be one make some man left Texas. Well, will they continue the sweets? They say sweet are sweetest. Well,
this time now the KDU chapter in Florida, KDU Florida, now then they host the KDU Global Family Reunion. It will take place at Jacksonville, Florida. It is start August 29 and it done September 1.
August 29 when a Thursday. The cruise will start 2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
If you not buy your ticket yet, go to the website www.kduflorida.net and buy your ticket. Plenty people know they buy your make you no left behind.
Friday, when are the meet and greet 7 p.m. to Lakira.
The morning Saturday, then get them symposium. The symposium, then go talk about Creole yesterday, Creole today, and Creole tomorrow. And the Master Sabi people them therefore sit down for talk better one as we look inside the Creole culture and tradition.
As you see done so 12 o'clock now for one for going to the Awujo.
We get for invoke the spirits them. We for talk to them while we don't left we for pour libation for let them self taste for the lily ayam and oti when we get there. Well, now so thing there for apple.
All kind Creole go there better one them call them fufu them go there. Agidi all kind yeme all go there ready for love go eat some proper.
All man go don't eat what you want for eat, buy what you want for buy. Hey, now so we go do and then we go back, we go rest. The net, Lord of mercy. Now there with the show we serve. Now there with the show how the pocket day and how the bluff level day and how the master sabi dance and patterning, speaking and spoken and sparking day. Well, that next day, now the dinner and dance and all the information we want about that is then at the website. In our tap day, the music on, no worry yourself. DJ Weaver, DJ Desmond Lewis, and DJ Million and therefore you the music will go better. My sister, now the time go not say music get spirit. My brother, now the time go not say you can fall under the anointing by a DJ. Yes, so.
Una not forget to Yad Rod self go day.
Week Sunday, when they go church, then get what we call the interfaith Thanksgiving service. The Muslim people and they get their service, the Christian themselves they get their several Thanksgiving service.
When we done, we then go back. Usa will go past this param. I wanna know what can happen. Like yonder, people that can dance, so man can begin cry self say, hey, this thing I done so. That's not the time where we enjoy ourselves. That's not the time where we look ourselves and say tata. Then not the time we can hand over the pan lamp to the next chapter we get for host. I didn't say that we know it's in about them, not talk about a secret. Not sit down by yourself and vex by yourself. If you mean the joke, this not time for let you go na the www.kduflorida.net and book your ticket, book your hotel, and pay for all the events that we go and take part pan. Then get t-shirts them for sale. Waiting at the website where you can pay for now, and then you go collect the size what you want. And one good thing what they do, the chapter where they come with the greatest crowd, the greatest number, go come out in Florida with one KDU Global Trophy. So all the information what you want is in www.kduflorida.net. How you want for buy your ticket, it did it. In fact, they don't make them fine for yourself. Because some people may get problem with their card, the word and they pay and put on 1 and 2 and 3 10. Now they bundle up the package. You can buy the package and you pay 1 10. If you get problem still, then still you other America then put a Zelle account where you can pay direct to and then we'll get all the information and make sure say what time reach you enter easy. What problem are they? So my brother, my sister, the time don't come, oh, the time don't come. Ooh, you your reward, you don't ready yourself. Well, now the word that Creole mommy, Creole daddy, Creole Pekin, Creole cousin, Creole famboul. Now we 10 long reach to KDU Global Annual Family Reunion inside Jacksonville, Florida.
Alright, fumble them. We don't watch the information we get for do with the KDU Global Reunion where they happen August Yasu and one day inside September. So una tie una oja den tight. Then while we don't buy ticket, we they encourage una say very soon una go get una barcode them. And they want to buy ticket to the encourage you for make una buy ticket because they want to make them simple for people them where you come so you know go waste too much time na the gate for go inside the dinner and dance. They want for set them up by state, but who shall you buy from? So all man go get your own file. Where you come, say I come on Maryland, they'll just pull Maryland file and instead of look the entire list, they'll just on Maryland you come out, it go easy for making them find your name. So they are trying you buy your ticket and so that you will help them for make the work easy for them for put all things together. And one new thing when they don't bring car inside that Friday, Lord have mercy. Then get happy hour before the meet and greet. Now don't me like, you know, I can left for one day inside. I don't enjoy myself, you know, I don't knock lily or tea, and I see people them double. Then that time they when the business they cannot really why they greet people and so they grip people and like you know, I see people more, so I don't open me more. So they are allowing all no late. Arrange you. We don't buy tickets yet for fly. Arrange them so that happy hour you go there. DJ Weaver there, Salon Paman there, Paman Band there. We go give una better enjoyment. Lord, the surprise and though we don't want to talk all things about we go talk them. So man, we know what happened the last time. So man been kacking the last time. They watch Yad Rod. Yad Rod this trip with the Karuna. We know the show now. What you want for they can't they? No so. No somewhere. No so money. This trip that so no. You are going to do again like how we do on Texas. So you get for there on board. If you're not there on board, well, you go watch the how do you call them the replay, but the reality where they happen. We want for make una day. You know the thing they surprised me now that North Carolina, and then they lead in purchase. North Carolina, and they lead in purchase. What's it? Imagine Texas. Texas we just don't we get the still the then they PN. Maryland we get noise. Lot of massive then they PN. Even California. California say don't do well past Maryland. New York, New Jersey don't do well past Maryland. Now factor they tell you so. But they say that they come. They say they come. You know say them can come. They don't any trade in a Bahashobi. When tell you they come buy in a Bahashobi. You know, started to forget them boku. But anyways, family, so dear, the young adults, me a message before I pop out. My message, what's the plan they want to put in place for make sure see when then global reunion they happen. So because most times when we go to global reunion, we they see more young people, we they see the young adults more into it. And the fact is, I hear more they talk, they ask questions, see, you know, waiting on a plan, we Ingo don't go because media force. Ingo don't go when they left the union on our hand, the organization on our hand, how we can go. So what's on the plan for put in place for ensure say then global reunion here. On the beaucoup more pass more them and one need to senior them. I don't know what's on a plan. What can they do? Like this all they cancel on a plan for camp day, on a plan for motivate more young people and for come on board and begin learn how for carry on with future global reunion events them?
So I think this year was a learning experience for we because I maybe know already about the reunion because I go last year not Dallas, not Texas, not. However, for the one that we just joined in mid-June, it's too late of a notice, you know, then the wolf and get this, something gets the Labor Day weekend, they already don't get plans then. So now, what we know next year, like this happens every Labor Day weekend, different cities, different state, and so when it begins to tell them, friendly reminder, next year, now more information will come. More information will come. It would be nice to make people all cycle, who all will be able to say, yes, I'll be there in attendance. Like me, I know I'll be in attendance. But, if we begin now to talk, have those communications every month and also provide the information that is given to us and lock in a time where we go say, okay, we 10 people, 15 people, or 40 people, we go, I ask we day, let me make sure we get all repayments in by this date and that, so we are uniform as a chapter going to support globally. So next year we definitely will be better prepared than this year. This year, right now, I know Brian really will not, to represent me, but that's it. So next year, definitely we will definitely do better.
That's fine. You had to go being just one of the plans we wanna get for handle the work by tomorrow. But before I go, I can promise una say you had to go available. If una think say una want for use this platform for the sidom for una self and they motivate more because when they see una active they come and talk more about what una plan for the culture, the tradition. Maybe if not to una self, una can sit down self, una find a day on a day one, I know say una go able to forget. Now they bring different young adults from different chapter on a sit down and discuss them. Like now once a month. Yeah, the road is available. We go give una that term day and una come una just host time on ourselves, una talk on the topic, from different chapter. Maybe now they go for motivate more we sit down in a corner. They see una way some bonaya. They fet for all who side and papa and mama come out. They go motivate more for come on board. So now my own advice, and I believe say they are good other crews then agree to that. Say we are available for help and this and that. All right, family. Let me want for say tata. I dey pop out. Me na popcorn. Come on, me too. And as everyone is saying, I dey pop out. I will join my back next time. And don't forget, KDU Florida, 2024. All right, no tata.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye.
So we get comments them. We're gonna need a read for we. Then when we come back, well, we were still there. Why see they read the comments them? Ronnie?
Yes, ma. So the first comment we'll get now Melvin. The DJ let me they talk about women patada music bad one. Now him blast me so. So self yes so yes sir. You play abra. Melo. Then we get from we get message from Coach AK Aki Jackson. Coach Aki Jackson. Jerome na ifamu.
Let me papa down there.
Yes, na Jerome ifamu. So he said, Erika and Jerome, congratulations. You guys are doing great. Thank you, bra. Bra Jacosa. The council. Then we get finger and get give you the thumbs up. That's also they do well. Don't get Hannah Taylor always say he good for he good for talk but with tradition. The Niole and the government we create culture sweet more. We did
We
dey dance 13 couple.
You know, una nothing at 13 couple.
I haven't heard of it. I think it involves money with the word there, but nah.
Now that Creole bata within the beat. Like you say 13 couple 9 in the dance 13 couple.
It's nice to know.
So Brian, as soon as they talk about Brian, said don't show up say they na answer. So Daniel Davis, he said Jerome and Erika Pratt, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, bro. So this are the comments them at Timore.
Yes, I did. Miss FC so far. Family them una when they watch if una get questions to them for either Jerome or Erica una post them na the outside the comment section. We go make sure say we read them asking the question so they go get answer for una, yeah. So back to me question they will get for una. Either one pound or two key answer that. Una know of una don't begin think about or una get one in mind already of any philanthropic work they wanna want for doing a salon. What una get in mind?
I definitely know we probably do want to do that. Have just at least a presence there, most definitely. Again, we kind of know how things are kind of going at the moment, so I know it'll be good to kind of put out a word to encourage the youth there, as far as continuing just to work hard, stay motivated. That way they can kind of help themselves and help their families as well, and then see like, hey, whenever we travel around the world, whether it be to the UK or to the US or to Canada. We do well worldwide as Sierra Leoneans, so we want to make sure to encourage them and let them know that they can do it as well.
Okay, that's good. That's awesome. Temple.
Yes, well, we just get one message we just pop in and our leper will come out from Denzeri Spencer Walters. So he said congratulations to the young adult, Mr. Jackson and Mrs. Pratt. Very proud of you guys. Continue the good work. So now so Denzeri stay. Thank you so much, Auntie Denzeri. So now that you don't come back to business, una don't look at them. I don't say most of the time una they observe things them from the adults them and Jerome self don't make am clear say something in the way outdated and waiting and call. So una may not like think about anything una go dey use for una regular, just una casual because una like casual and see say North Carolina dem use one strategy at one point in time for see how best dem can able for attract the young people dem but e still no work it. But it's so una get any casual attire uniform una put in place first for now or una dey think about?
Well, I know we have this shirt here, as the casual
Okay.
attire. Let me swag it a little bit. So like this.
Oh, okay. A little bit different from the adults there, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So we have that. I think we have another shirt that's probably coming sometime soon as well, which I know will be cool also. So a couple of those, and as you said, kind of have it be casual. It's something where sometimes people will see you out and they just kind of point and say, "Oh, I know those colors or what country is that," and so forth. So it gives you a good talking point to start with if you wear it out.
Okay.
Also, I wanna see this chapter, the young adults chapter in the next 5 years.
The next 5 years.
Next 5. Personally, well, just based on kind of the turnout and the reaction to our first luncheon sale that we had, I definitely believe will be much bigger and probably much more impactful with regard to the fact that after that, a lot of us in the youth group, we wanted to take it more seriously now. Most definitely, we kind of see where we can improve, what we can utilize as far as our resources outside of just the Creole community to help assist and push forward. I primarily see us becoming bigger, and then with that increased size, us having more of a presence around the nation, globally, and then also most importantly in Sierra Leone as well, as far as just touching those youth groups and the people there in general, giving them hope, letting them know like, hey, again, Sierra Leone, even though it's a small country, we're really worldwide. So just kind of spreading that.
So with tuna, okay, I will ask you all ask, so you go ahead.
Go ahead. I will go ahead.
So with this una not trust una make that fundraising day. Una may make small money, to so preso.
Yes, we did.
So what's una plan for do that money dey? Una no use am. The money man dey na. What president answer now they cancel the money man. Money man they can't tell we. Now we want for a region, Joe. Tell me what's una plan for do that money they will don't confirm soon I get. Or una don't use that.
I don't believe we've used it yet. I think we're kind of looking for a cost to kind of give it towards, as well as any kind of continuing like operational costs. And there'll probably be a discussion about that more than likely in our next meeting. But I definitely know we want to do things where we're able to keep ourselves afloat to continue to do what we do, but then also send money into wherever it may be needed with regard to Sierra Leone or other groups.
Mm-hmm.
So like what you so una plan, una they think about for do. Una don't get any idea of something they wanna go out for do the money. And also now why people and both sky.
Well, I think we get for we can always give scholarships. We can always do that. I believe there's a lot of need in the medical in Salon. I can go on, the list goes on, infrastructure, everything, So right now, I feel like we need to figure out exactly where we want to focus on first. And then, we also, I feel like we need to get in our groups, little groups or philanthropy group where we are divided in there, where maybe we have a scholarship group, but then we also have one where we can work on trying to find some type of, I don't want to use the word investor, but I want an organization that will see what we want, see our vision, and also assist. Because I don't want to say I'm alive, but then people with different skin tone from we, they're left for Kusan and then waiting for right off. Yeah. So, and that they don't even know, to them it's nothing. It's a lot to us. The one that we need them. So I feel like with the youth, with the young adults, and people who have background and are able to connect and network, we'll be able to find that thing and then use it to our advantage, to where we can give back to Salon in the areas that is definitely needed. Even maybe open up eye opener, to where maybe can go even if we for our infrastructure, because I see the flood which just happened this week, like that hurts my heart. For no for say, we constantly, since I with me go and I played, I can't carry me picking and go during rain season, because if something can happen, and I get forced to them and make it to where it's a specific season just because of the rain, the infrastructure of the country. So we get for definitely as the group come together and speak more and talk about the ideas and what we think, and then go from there. But because the resources are out there, the money is out there, we just get for it together. And us with grow up Naya and went to school and know these things, how to pull from different organizations to get assistance. Even when it comes to, corporate America, they can always put you go for days, some kind of group, right? And then you get for call around and you partner up with this person. And the next thing you know, you have a volunteer team going on, something like that. We got to do within KDU Young Adults on a high level, where we'll be able to assist in a way that, the way the vision with me gets in a way where it will definitely be impactful to Sierra Leone as a whole, and then also the Creoles as well, because when you look on the internet, it'll tell you 1.3% is remaining of Creoles in Sierra Leone. But if that's the case, let we at least preserve the culture. And, if it's a museum, if it's a building, where people then will come and travel from all over the world to remember this, because there's Creole culture everywhere. I don't go Trinidad. I don't go Jamaica. I don't go New Orleans. I have best friends from New Orleans with, and they, their stew and pepper soup not like a we own. Their okra stew is just like a we own. Go, so it's nice to go where you go Trinidad, you to see Freetown Road, you to see the same kind of signs, it's nice to know that our culture is actually there, but it's not, nobody really know them. And so the one that we left now, let's make it to where it's known, and let's give back. And when we're doing that, at the same time, we did give back to Sierra Leone as well, and the Creole culture.
Well said. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Question. Una chapter, una young adults chapter, una all na inside Dallas una day, or una scatter all over Texas?
So majority de Dallas, but then you have a few, maybe about 5 from Houston. So you have a few from Houston, but majority of them here in Dallas. But they don't mind for come, and everyone is okay for come down Dallas, and we get together and do things. So we're very open, and technology is at its finest right now. So we don't really need for physically all the time day together. We'll make something work.
So what are some of the things that we una they do, and also una don't name some earlier. What una they do where they work for una? What works for you guys for keeping all together? Name
WhatsApp
few
from
Yeah.
the WhatsApp works very well for us. We put ideas. You can vote on there. It's just so convenient. Zoom works for us as well, but really the WhatsApp is our number one platform. We really see progress when everybody they put their ideas in that chat. We can always go back and reference it. We host our meeting, even if something I know it will attend a meeting because of whatever reason. It's something where that form somebody is able to go back to say, oh, I remember I said this, and talk about it and take it to the next level and say, okay, well, this is what we discussed after, even though you weren't in attendance. And so I think the WhatsApp form is the best for make to utilize to keep it moving, the activity moving. There's some updates constantly, and when we get updates from things that happen at Saloon and, just things that we want to do, we're on it, we're looking at it.
Okay. Like every organization, most organization, them, if not all organization, they when me don't go, there's always the one that when they always they work. They always get somewhere, always in at the back half, then they for criticize. They get somewhere, then they do nothing and just say look. That they happen now in a group as well.
We
And
do.
waiting una they do. I'm thinking of inclusion and waiting una they do for include them, for get them involved. I don't name names, so I don't need names. But what una they do for get them people and then at the back half involved and waiting una they do activities.
Well, luckily for us, a lot of folks who know that they do have work or kind of a tumultuous schedule, a lot of times they're willing to help by either donating money to assist, or they are at least able to provide some kind of ideas or kind of like some checks to make sure we're thinking about certain things. And then a lot of times for folks who are more casual, they will at least be willing to share a post, send a message around, even if they can't do some things, again, majorly within the org itself, they try to help out where they can, and we try to encourage that. Again, luckily, we're just keeping the WhatsApp up. We're able to see notifications and get repeated. Like sometimes it'll be the same notification that may have not gotten much traction before, posted again. That way folks are at least able to see it. But folks, again, it's most especially who have work and priorities that kind of take them away from it. They do come in where they can normally financially to just kind of say, okay, here's this, do what you guys can with this since I can't be there physically. So that's always really hopeful because, again, we want to just help where we can.
And I think to just piggyback off of Jerome is the way where we present them is, this is something, a commitment, a dedication that you want. This is not out of join for name's sake. Like, so, and I may be a little bit harsh, but I can always tell them, say, like, honestly, you know, anything, an idea or just a communication, a yes, a no, a collaboration works. If you're not able to join, if you're not able to be physically present, that's okay. But everyone, I will say, does put in prior to the additional members that we have, which is half of, we double his size. So the members that we had previously, that we still have, all mine basically was all hands on deck. Um, the ones that weren't able to attend, they will donate. They'll be on the background doing whatever they need to do because it's something that they want. So it's a desire. I think that the difference from the adults, for me personally, what we can see is, and then the young adults, the way we they treat them, because a lot of the people we sabi we self, we grew up together, and then the ones that we don't know, we're getting to know. It is a desire. We desire to join this group, to be a part of this group. So we dues. We make sure we pay our dues. We hold everybody accountable, and because of that, is something that they treasure it, they value it. So no, we don't really, and I'm knock on wood, we don't experience that right now, and we pray that everybody who's joining will be all hands on deck, because again, we know everyone is busy. And that was the first thing we said. We know everybody's busy. We know say no, so I'm gonna for attending meetings, but when it comes by what we get business function, we get assignments, and they came through, and it was very successful because of that. So I think the expectation was definitely set, and everybody just adhered to it because it was a desire that we wanted to make sure as a forefront that it became successful, that this organization, this chapter is a successful chapter.
Thank you very much. So on that note, whose advice wanna get for we? Whose advice young adults and get for we, the older adults?
Commitment.
If you are, if you want criticize we at hey, at the listen, with a listen, whose advice wanna get for we?
You go for Twitter like walk. You take every emotions out and pretend, and you take every kind of emotions out, and you go for Twitter like saying I walk. Like, this is your job. If your manager says something that you dislike, it's a way where you go communicate to them, right? That I think we can do this way. It's all about respect. It's all about, you know, um, just listening and being open minded. I think that's the biggest thing, just from me, being kind of in both inside both of the worlds, from the adults and also it's more of open minded. Um, so I would just advise everyone: you have to be open minded, patient, and just really take the emotions out, because emotions will it's just fine for just be emotional over anything, especially when we all get one vision, and it's to make it we all get the same thing in mind. So you get to be able to remove that and separate that, and I think that you'll just continue to be consistent. And Jerome, we discussed this yesterday. What else? What do you think? What do you think? What advice?
Basically, and continuing to lean just kind of on the technological advances that we have as far as communication is concerned. I know a lot of the adults are really good and big on with WhatsApp, but just trying to familiarize themselves with those things. Utilize social media where they can. I know folks, they post, older folks most likely will post just like pictures of like graduation. Sometimes there may be a funeral or somebody's born. Use those platforms as well to promote your the groups individually as well. See who you can bring in, who will be able to help, because some folks they don't want to cross, like, quote unquote, a line as far as joining into a group they may not necessarily belong to, but they'll at least donate something to say, hey, I do appreciate and care about what you guys are doing. Here's this to kind of help in whatever facet. But primarily, like, again, kind of piggybacking off of what Erica was saying, kind of taking your emotions out of it, understanding that we do have a common goal in mind. So don't let any kind of, issues you may have between one another, pettiness, as a lot of us may see it as, kind of overtake what the bigger goal and picture is. That way you can constantly be pushing forward. I know we kind of have a bit of that in our culture, just in general, going around. But sometimes we have our laughs, but we got to know that when there's times to laugh and times for when it's just business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much. All what you talk so not surprise me. Because in a true talk, yeah, plenty thing and the way we tend for take too personally. So it a fully focus come what pan waiting at the goal. But we hope say if family them on our way they listen, we join the KDU chapter them or any other organization from the young one them, waiting then they see, waiting then they advise we. I think that we know say yes wrong, where we they do. So we hope say we can take the advice. Ronnie Temple, any more
Yes, ma'am.
questions for them?
Well, I'm glad you are able for a report, myself, and I'm glad we asked themselves, see, waiting, them go advise you. That skillful literal for tell we say, waiting, on another code they do. So, Ricardo admonish we say, we for try for take a like a walk. You know, that create talk, so, I mean, that create, know that say so for take us programming to argument not for day. What boss man say this night for do. So we don't hear all that and I'm glad for that. Thank you so much for that advice. And I should say we as themselves go take am very serious and then we'll make sure say we work on that area. So thank you. Well, now the question I will ask actually we get people themselves within a different states them. Like una don't talk about North Carolina how they suffer. Wanting for get themselves together. But wetin una go wan say for the one day now wey dey like a free tongue so whose advice whose word una go wan give to them for making them go able for focus steadfast in as much as system then they look up to the other branches there wetin una go advise to them because they want the ODD way they don't get like a young adult group, but then just they na the little corner. Waiting at the advice on a one for Gideon.
I think Erica spoke on it a little bit of it earlier, but don't let, if your numbers are small, don't let the numbers deter you. Just keep the goal and the focus in mind. The other thing, as well, as you want to try to foster and cultivate as many positive relationships as you can. I think relationships are probably one of the most important things in life in general, because you never know who can come through for you, who you may need to come through for, and kind of how that can pay you back going forward. You also want to make sure for those who are like really young, kind of helping them or focusing on them staying in school, on top of their education, because the more you know, the more you can grow, most definitely. But just fostering all those kinds of things there, things that we already know we should be doing, actually just putting the work forward and actually doing it and staying consistent, because that's when you'll be able to see like fruits of your labor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. We don't begin. Look at the time. We only get 15 more minutes. So we can begin rundown now for end of the show at 3. So at this point, who's Erica they come to you? Waiting go be your last word to family. What do you want for left we with? In the sense that advice for the young adults them, advice for the big chapter them, and advice to the one that way not join any of the KDU, whether a big or young adults. Waiting are your last word to them.
Well, I'll say for let me think. My advice will be really for the existing members of the KDU chapter for just remain focused on the goals that you have and then also for make you, you know, just it's network, no isolate, USEF, or the chapter, just because, you know, na KDU, I feel, let's say, we've, as a community, Sierra Leonean community, should support every other organizations if your state has, as well, you know. Then also, I feel that, for the adults chapter and the, young adult chapter, we all feel, we all have a common goal, and we should, and I hope we all are setting our, deadlines, our expectations, and really pushing forward and don't look at the number. It can be discouraging at times, but sometimes when an event or a idea is successful, it brings a crowd. It becomes admirable, and that person wants to be a part of that. So just continue, I would say, to just keep pushing forward, and don't be discouraged. For the one that they look on the outside, we want to join, but they don't know what's in there to join or anything. It's a beautiful organization. It's a beautiful culture. There's so much to learn. Me, I get the best of both worlds. I was born here in America, but me, mama and papa, they make, I know everything Creole, the Creole ways, to the point where me begin and think na salon na bon. Now recently I tell them, say, actually I was born here. But you know, the thing is it's beautiful. Come join, get the experience. We love new ideas and we're open to new ideas. So definitely, that's what I would leave. I would leave it at that, and I'll pass it over to Jerome because I can just go on.
I get a different question for Jerome. As far as sending us away, with this, whose advice you get for Guy to the one that we know join, the younger ones them we're not old enough yet for join una young adults group. In other words, below 18.
Right.
What are you advice to them? Your last word.
Advice to them under 18 definitely to stay in and focus on school. And then as far as their parents are concerned, honestly, have them go to these events with you, because the reason why I know people and I even, could even entertain the idea of joining this group is because I remember going to these events as a kid. You kind of get older towards that teenage age, those years, and you don't want to go sometimes, but every once in a while, my mom made me go. Like, you're coming regardless. And so I go on, and I really am thankful for that looking back now, most definitely. But again, for them under that age, just focus on what you can focus on, which is right now for them would be school and so forth. Keeping God first as well, developing and fostering a good relationship with the Father. That way they kind of always have a northern star to keep them direct and to keep them focused, because that will help you whenever you're over the age of 18. It's something that's helped me through my life leading up to this point here, most definitely. So that'll be it for me.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I assume say una or two una get support and all that from una parents them, right?
Correct.
100%. Okay. And then proud of una pretty much, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for the young adult, I don't say them proud of una now, but I mean the young adults role them una they play. They're really proud of una. That is
Definitely.
awesome. Ronnie, I see you get another comment.
Yes, we get some comments there. I just want to run through quick. And thank you so much for all our contribution and some of our last word there. But I also want for this now Melvin Kumbana again. Now he write this. He say it try for support waiting me say early on. He say also would be nice for our group to be able to give back to the development of the actual members as well. This will help motivate others to join when they can see the individual group is growing. Then immediately after that, now we get Chavi. He say congratulations, KDU Young Adults Texas. Una they do well. We proud of una. Una keep up the good work. Then are the director of young adults with the New England. And they tell us. So you don't watch, they listen. Now, you don't watch all. So now Melvin come back. He say internally, we have lots of people with lots of knowledge that can be shared to help our internal members. And from there, we can do great things for the outside people as well. Melvin, they advocate for law, will help people, not for just they take the money, no more, they go give other people. He said the only critic when gets all these years because the KDU group, and in that this now your personal view, he said they never focus on themselves for develop members there. He said always they get together for events, fundraising, but that's all which they do. He said the older people, he said when they are the group, they get so much talent, but everyone keep it to themselves instead of sharing and help other grow. So now blessed and grateful. Nana Chafik, the director of Young Adults New England chapter. He said, take calm, like walk, long time. Take calm, like walk. So they don't you, Erika. Now Dr. Abu Conte don't come on board. Dr. Abu, thank you for coming, sir. Welcome. He said, well done, KDU Texas Young Adults. Thank you, Yad Rod, for bringing these goodies to us. You clear, boss? Doc, you clear? So, now the one that don't come up from Yad Rod comment side. So now if me can give me, you wanna give me last word and Timore?
Make I respond one to one of them comments then they.
Okay.
Then you can give your last word. Fumble them. Una we good comment. So I gladly we una they participate. Una put in una comments them. And like I said, with any critique wanna criticize, we the older KDU members will go take them because we know say we they learn. When a member tell una say we they learn from una the young one them. Melvin, you say let's see if I can spotlight and back. Not so in the anyway. Melvin been talk something where he say we not they do nothing for develop we self. I don't know if he mean as individual or develop the groups them. I don't mean clear on that one day. But he said where they do business, where they do like dinner and dance, whatever it is, where they do business them, but we know they do nothing. So I don't know if Melvin not aware of all the different things that way the chapter then they do for Epsilon.
No, you know, what you think to say mean? It means say like membership, the members they all belong to the group. What thing we they do for enhance them people and they like if somebody they do business or if like somebody they do a trade, waiting at the support when the group they give to that person they. I think that's the next step of focus on membership, on the members them, what they pay their dues, what they not the group them.
That's a very, very, very good idea. Melvin, we can come up with your chapter and see how they can take that. If not something where they can implement. I mean, you get ideas, we can come up with your chapter, not necessarily the young adults, but the older chapter. We can come up to them and see if not something where they can implement. Chances are they will say yes. But if nobody not suggest them, nobody not come forward with them, nobody not will take them, you work on them unless you say something. But thank you very much for that. And thank you, Ronnie, for when you explained that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ronnie, your last
yes, ma'am. I want to tell all thank you for where una come. Erika, my God, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Jerome, you pop today, they watch me. Why they blast you?
Hold on, what do you call him? What do you call him?
Jerome. Oh yeah, una depend Jerome. This don't know. Una Jerome. You know what it is. EP, you know, those also. So, one for tell una thank you, una Cambo, and una contribution, una give. We know say una really get the organization at heart and una they do well. People all pray, the non glad for una, me say what una video them. The thing they all una do. Say the music they play like na club day. Say or they are live today na so different kind or everything. So that they good, una do great job and as short as some of the other chapters they will go on see the young adults them. They go know say this year so na self lively for come up. So I'm glad for that. I want to do that and bring sensitization at the community. It's very good. Una showcase una tradition and culture because them food they all kind side. Now they able for no step say grow food different from Sierra Leonean food. All that thing they all the culture, they all the dressing, they all thing they. One will try for bring down and not shy away say all these are the well this no not candy. And also the oh boy. Okay, lad, you get 2 comments so don't come in and Timore. Yeah, before Lando left them. We get one from Arthur Cox. He said, KDU, congratulations. Are not charity. He said, KDU organization are not charity founding organization. Then Brian, the money man answer say, KDU organization are 501c3 charitable organization. All donations are 100% deductible. So now for so thank you, Brayo, for respond to that. I hope say out of Cox you don't get you respond the answer to that, sir. Thank you for the clarity. So I want for tell una thank you, una come, we don't can display all this. It's good. And next time we also una go come back, una do the next plan una don't get, una bring a car. And also una not forget, waiting to you me say. When I would get any event, whether I want forget time, cultural time, or traditional time, when I want for use the air, the media on can come who can provide that for me. Then also when I get events when I want for streamer, when I come we go make sure so we able to do am. Where we go hand over and to una go do am, una control am. We go there at the background just for which una go need we for technical support, but una go able for do am for una sef. We go do that. So there una no just take that for granted, yeah. Una get the opportunity there. And also only una, all the young adults where they KDU global, they are una camp. If una not the KDU global sef, una a young group organization, una they look for, una reach out to we, una they see we information. Yad Rod 2023 at gmail.com, there we number there. Una can visit una Facebook, Instagram, una reach out to we will make sure say we push una program go before. We all work now for sell the product. We go sell her, we go put her out there. Okay? So I want to tell you now, thank you for that. And Dave Case, for congratulations to you, KDU Young Adults. Thank you, Dave. So till next week, me fumble them. I tell you, Nutata.
Fumble them. Me na Morenike, I dey tell una, I say big thank you to una for una hanging there with me today. And to we guests them, Jerome and Erica. You una awesome. You guys are awesome. What una they do so na very wonderful. One thing the way we don't try for do we're not able inside North Carolina. For make una take them from just 5-6 members, for make it don't go up to 40 members. That is I don't know how to say. Big thank you to una. Big thank you to una parents them, and big thank you to all una supporters them, and of course the rest of una group, una members them. I say thank you to una. Una continue for all una self. I can always talk to members them, people the way they watch. Say Yad Rod, we there so for amplify on our voices them. So, Erica and Jerome, anything we on a chapter 1 for advertise or on one come na the show, on just make we know. Yeah, the word they are so for support tuna, yeah. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. And as the other chapters the way they watch, we get young adults group them and tuna see. If una want for boost up on a membership and waiting safe, all the young adults they all they come together, then get this thing where they go on now, just like how the big chapter self day. That's what the young adults they self day. We all can learn from each other. Then they learn from we, they self they learn from. Yeah, they learn from we learn from them. And also all the other young adult chapter they self can learn from them company. All other organization, get for KDU, but all other non-profit organization, them where they do things there for help, whether a school or church or the homeless, whatever, they try for do for help salon. Una come na Yad Rod, una advertise with we go work with una, we go bring una come in as guests, una continue for support we go support una and we go amplify una voices them. I want to remind you, I say next week na Yad Rod, Tabule Theater. When I remember Tabule Theater many years ago, Tabule Theater still there in a salon. But many years ago, we've been doing one show, one musical, we've been named Bobo Left. And Bobo Left, we end up for go tour Europe. This is back in back in 1983. We've been go tour na Europe. Na London, we're going to be London Festival. Anyway, we dey get a reunion next week na Yad Rod. The Tabule cast, the Bobolef cast get a reunion next week within na Yad Rod. And they ask una for join we. Una they can see people away. It don't take years for una no see where we all don't scatter outside. Then go there na Yad Rod next week. So do ya wanna join we 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time next week Saturday, yeah? Again, I tell una thank you for una join me. The term done, so I get for say goodbye to una. I hope say God will give you all well body. So till we meet back next week, I want send una away with we normal music we can play for send una away with. Una go enjoy the rest of una fufu, and I hope say next week we all go there so with well body. Until then, me na Morenike, I say tata.
Where you work for God, losses no good day. 2005 na Port Town, now I pull this singular do. Over 30 years, pan this crew government. Me say for the book for more. God bless you.
Where you work for God, losses no good day. Nah, the master businessman, we know how to pay you. I hear say you want to walk away, go profit you. So call Jesus, forgive you walk, then you go walk for God. Hey, you walk for God, loss is no good day. Nah, the master businessman, we know how to pay you. Some work na for money, some work na for get fame, some work na for just get power, but all no mean nothing. Hey, you work for God, loss is no good day. Nah, master businessman, we know how for pay you.
God walk, no want grumble. God walk, no want fet. God walk, no want kapu. All man go get you.
Hey, you work for God, the loss is no day. Now the master businessman, we know how for pay you. Now God they put before,
and now God self they put me in,
and now God want know who side you blind.
So make He put you there.
Hey, you work for God, the loss is no day. Now the master businessman, we know how for pay you. Hey, you work for God, the loss is no day. Now the master businessman, we